anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Please say hello to Holly.
Guys, Coach DeBoer told me pregame he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Throwing Russell. Takes the easy completion. Nice move to keep running. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dallas. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
switch on second down. Russell, under pressure, trying to make magic on the scramble. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic. You've got fast guys, too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Russell from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Fourth down, Russell. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to...
Makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Formation for these receivers. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. He breaks a tackle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's changing the play. St. Clair from the gun on third down. Goes high to pull it in. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Tavian St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Buckeye! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Or maybe a double pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown tie.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back looking for help. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throwing St. Clair. That's caught. It's Roberts. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and it'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Look out! Jameis bringing the heat.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. St. Clair. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
From the gun on third down, St. Clair. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. St. Clair to throw for it on fourth. Rush right in his face. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Russell on play action. He's got him in the flat. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Picked off to stop the threat. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Motion from the back. Tavian St. Clair fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. The 40, inside the 30. He was off to the races, and they finally get him down at the the 5-yard line. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Finds his man. Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Throwing St. Clair. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Tavian on the play action. He wants to go deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The handoff. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keelan Russell. Left side is Scott. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense, try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Unloads in the nick of time.
And that That was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing Russell. Got him quickly. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. St. Clair. This time it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking left. Makes a connection. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tavian St. Clair. Right side, it's Brown. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll send the back in motion. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The Buckeyes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Throwing St. Clair. Going for 6. Touchdown Buckeyes. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Russell. They're all over it. Got him for the sack this defense turning up the intensity. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the San Jose State Spartans taking on the number 13 team, the North Dakota State Bison. And it's San Jose State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country. Games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll ride him again. Got a little space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Right at the line. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Man, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
St. Clair throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
To throw, it's St. Clair. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the left. Running free. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeye. Extra point here will tie the game. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Russell floats it out in space. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Alabama quickly back to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Russell still looking to his right. He'll pull it down and run right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Plows his way ahead. Inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Throwing Russell. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Back to pass, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback changing the play. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This offense has it with really good field position. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And That's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
Second and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tavian St. Clair. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just got rid of that one.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Motion from the wide receiver. Again, it's St. Clair. Left side, it's Jackson. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Quick give, it's Jackson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He's got it down the middle. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the fourth. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fourth down, St. Clair. Fires into the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Taken down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Holding this fourth quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it up. He's into the open down the middle. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. slip through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And when you can finish like that on the ground, why bother throwing an 88-yard run for the touchdown? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing St. Clair. He's going for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's St. Clair. Caught.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? On the move. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. St. Clair gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snaps it in the shotgun. Rushes on, and it's a sack.
The next time the offense gets down at this point of the field, they need to run the football, because this is what's happening when they're trying to throw it in back-to-back plays. 2 negative plays in a row, not good.
A pair of sacks has them back way up. It's 3rd and goal, and it's a long way away. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Nice move there. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Making the adjustment on the play. St. Clair to throw for it on 4th. He wants it all. Lays out in the end zone. Did he get it? Hey, look, Ma. One hand. Touchdown. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll take it himself. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Calls his own number. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They give it to him again. Turns it on at midfield. There he goes to the left. Inside the touchdown tie. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tavian St. Clair. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Woo, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Just gets rid of that one.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Laterals it back. Can't make the connection in.
Mark my words, I'm going to beat the living shit out of you the next time I play you. On my mama, you ass. On my mama, you ass. All that fluke ass shit you getting, boy. On my mama, you getting your ass whooped. On all them overthrows, nigga. On my mama, you getting your ass whooped.
Under pressure.
All that weak ass overthrow shit.
Trying to
Just
get
wait.
rid of it. And this will be
Just wait.
incomplete as the game comes to a close. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered.